Morning, gang. So we've got a few questions to go through today, but I thought that we could start off by introducing ourselves.
Perfect.
Okay.
Carys, do you want to go first?
Yes. Hello, I'm Carys Hughes. I'm the Group CFO based in Cardiff Bay.
And I'm David Walters, and I'm the Chief Data Officer based also in Cardiff Bay.
I'm based in Cardiff Bay too. I'm Gareth Way. I'm the Group Chief HR Officer. So with regards to the questions that we've got to go through today, we've got some fun ones and we've got some more serious ones. So maybe the best idea is to start with the fun ones.
Always.
Happy with that? So question one, coffee or tea, and how do you take them? Should we go with you first? 'Cause I know it's going to be an easy
It's
answer.
kind of a pointless question for me, really, isn't it? I don't drink anything hot, really.
Okay, that
Tea
was
now
easy.
and again, but very rarely.
I am a tea and coffee drinker. Coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon. Very particular about how I take it. And luckily, because of you two, I don't have to make anyone tea. I just have to make myself tea.
We do make life pretty easy in the office.
We do,
don't
yeah.
Yeah, we share an office. I think we should probably highlight that. Okay, so that's. Oh, I don't drink coffee or tea either, so we can get rid of that one. Your favorite emoji to use at work, Carys. Let's go with you on this one.
It's got to be the smiley face. You can say anything, put a smiley face on it. It softens the blow.
I like that.
I think for me, it's the thumbs up. Standard, traditional.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
I tend to agree with Di again. I think I would probably use a thumbs up when it's the easiest response to give on any Teams channel, isn't it?
The lazy response.
And
It's the laser response.
my team would probably suggest if I put a smiley face, they'd know I was lying. So we'll stay away from that. Okay, I'm guessing this is about TV shows. So what's your favourite binge-worthy show? Can I start on this one? Because obviously you two have gone first twice.
Go on then.
It's all about equality. Mine is Slow Horses, and it's back on TV now. Second episode aired on Wednesday. It was phenomenal. And congratulations, Gary Oldman, on your knighthood.
Do you want to go first?
Well,
I've
I
got
haven't
too
watched Slow Horses because my husband watched it without me. So I was a bit annoyed about that because apparently it's quite good. I'm a bit of a rubbish TV watcher. So
Like?
I'm watching Married at First Sight
Oh,
UK.
no.
It's my guilty pleasure.
I do watch it.
Trash
as well.
TV.
I do watch that as well.
I don't know why I'm making faces. I watch it as well, but I tend to not talk about it. Okay, this could get dangerous. Oddest thing you've had on your desk?
I mean, I've got a lot of things on my desk.
Very cluttered desk.
Yeah, I've got a very
cluttered
cluttered desk. So if there was something odd on there, I wouldn't even notice.
There's been a couple of plates on it for a few days.
I've got a small dinosaur on there, but that's small dinosaur that the team gave me just to remind me that I've got really short arms.
I think when Cato left, they had the crow on the desk for a little bit.
The crow?
Yeah, there was a stuffed crow. Ended up having maggots. I think that was there for a period of time.
Don't like to talk about that.
No, we don't like to talk about that, no.
Okay, maybe this is not fun. Maybe we could get serious with this one. What's a saying that you go by in life?
For me, it is what it is.
Oh, very Love Island. I like that.
Nobody died.
Okay.
Could be worse. Nobody died. There's a numbers mistake, a spreadsheet error. Nobody died.
It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. I'm not sure if I've got a saying that I go by in life. I guess I'll give it a go. There's maybe one I'd say I've built my career on that. Really, I'll just try. And the final of the fun ones. Your go-to karaoke song, even if no one's listening to you, or in some cases, especially if no one's listening to you.
I don't do karaoke.
I have a terrible, terrible singing voice.
Okay, well, mine's Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and it's phenomenal. You've never experienced
What, the song or the voice?
The voice, obviously.
The voice,
Okay.
Okay.
Should we get into the serious ones?
Yeah.
The first one is a little bit with regards to your journey with Creditsafe. Okay. Journey, everyone loves that word, though. How can careers progress at Creditsafe, and what was your journey like?
Do you want to go first?
I would say...
Sorry, I felt like I was at Wimbledon then doing that.
I mean, I think that is the beauty of Creditsafe. I think you can go anywhere in Creditsafe with the right attitude, obviously the right skills and the drive for something. I joined Creditsafe 12 years ago, and I joined the finance team as part of a team. I think I was internal auditor when I joined, and since that beginning, I guess I've done a lot of things in my career, done different things, moved in different directions, eventually becoming CFO in 2017. So I think, you can do anything you want as long as you apply it and show that that's where you want to go.
So it's like awarded on merit. It's the work that's done.
Absolutely.
What about yourself, Di?
Yeah, I believe the same thing really, because I started off in Creditsafe actually on the telesales sales floor for a period of time. I was only there for a month. I was absolutely terrible at selling, so I was actually fired but rehired in the same day. It's my favourite story to tell. But I came back then and actually went into a passion of mine, which is data. I was given an opportunity to work in the local UK business, and then came down to the group for a period of time, went back. But I think it's just Creditsafe gives you so many opportunities to be able to grow, to be able to develop yourself, and gives you also the tools to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's a phenomenal business to work for, and up to the point of where I am now, I've been here for nearly 19 years, and I've pretty much worked my way through the business up to the level that I am now, and I wouldn't have done it in another business other than Creditsafe. I just feel like the standing of Creditsafe as a business and how it operates allows people to grow really well.
I think that's a really consistent message, actually, because I was very similar. I joined Creditsafe as a stopgap. I was working in gyms at the time. I had a degree in sport and exercise science, and I joined the telesales organisation. Very similar to you. I wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But I did get encouraged to join the fledgling HR team at that point. And things just kind of progressed from there. And the career progression is obviously different for everybody. But I think that when you look around the organisation and look at what we've been able to offer people, so I mean, we've offered people the opportunity to completely shift their careers. Yeah. We've had people that have started in sales. We've had people that have come to us with absolutely no sales experience, started in sales, found their niche, and then being able to travel the world with Creditsafe. I mean, we've got people that are based in America, people that are based in Germany, that undoubtedly wouldn't have had those opportunities in other companies.
I guess it's the growth in Creditsafe of the last 10 years as well. It's allowed people to grow with it.
Yeah, and the willingness to get people to grow with it. And it's not always looking from out to in to bring people from external in. They're always looking to how they develop people internally and push them into positions and push people outside the comfort zone. There's been plenty of times where I've taken a role and thought, am I right at this stage of my career now to do this because of my age or whatever it might be? But it really pushes you when you feel the support is there as well from the business.
That could be a whole other conversation with regards to imposter syndrome, couldn't it? I mean, I definitely got that a lot. I still get that. But, it's one of the things I was thinking as you were both talking then is with regards to kind of where we are now as an organisation, because obviously we've got the advent of AI. There's a lot going on in the AI space. Obviously, Creditsafe is trying to be at the forefront of that. And I think that's also going to have an impact on how we can support people through their kind of careers and their journeys with Creditsafe. Because I think there's going to be a lot of companies out there that do kind of make efficiencies, and you see a lot of people leave those organizations. I mean, won't mention any particular companies, but I think there was one in the news quite recently that was making like 4,000 redundancies. And I think the ethos that we've got is more along the lines of, okay, if we see that AI is likely to essentially take the majority of people's roles, we'll identify that early and help them to work into other kind of meaningful roles that they can still enjoy working with Creditsafe. I think that's it's something that carries over into the new world, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, same. Ooh, this is a good one. What makes Creditsafe a different place to work?
Do you want me to go first?
Go on.
Yeah, I feel it's the emphasis they put on people. Mm-hmm. I do believe that it is a business that actually cares about its people. it does make sure that, for example, it could be any situation really. Like you said, pushing people to develop them, sometimes when they don't believe they should be pushed, but pushing them in the right way as well. But also, there's a genuine care about people. I think there's a lot of times that the business does so many things for different kind of charities, different parts of day-to-day life to try and support people. It's phenomenal really. And you're not just a number here. I think that's another thing. If you do go to a lot of like corporate businesses, you are just a number. Sometimes you would never actually speak to a CEO, like Cato, for example, is very open door policy.
Can't avoid him, can you?
No, he's always there. But you just wouldn't see that in another business. It's very much kind of siloed, people who are doing day-to-day work, etc. as well from management. And I do believe that is a brilliant cultural thing within Creditsafe.
Yeah, it's the lack of hierarchy, I think, and which helps people grow, helps people, going back to our stories, helps people be promoted on merit and be seen on merit. And I think, whoever you are, you can be seen. And that's definitely a culture I appreciate. Yeah.
We take so much feedback from staff and trying to really drive changes within the business as well. That I do feel like everyone has a voice as well.
I think the only thing I'd add to that is something that's been there from day one, and it is actually attributed directly to Cato, was one of the driving forces was to create a company where people didn't dread coming into work on a Monday morning. And I think with that as kind of a backdrop to everything that we do, that really reinforces the way we behave, the kind of opportunities we give to people, etc. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything else we want to add to that one, or should we move on?
What?
Oh, it kind of ties in with what we were just saying. It's what does people first mean to you in the workplace? I mean, if I jump in there, I think with regards to what we said earlier about AI, I think it's that focus. It's the way that in the past, we've actually designed roles around the people that we have. We've seen the talent that's there. We've seen a gap with regards to responsibilities, etc., and move those people into a completely new role. Again, can't speak for other companies, but I'm not sure, based on conversation I've had with others, that is something that all companies do. What about you guys?
For me, I think people first is really important. I think what makes a company successful is its people. Not necessarily you could have the best product in the world, you could have, millions of pounds of backing, etc. But the people that drive the success of a business. So for me, when I look at my own department, really, for me, I want to make sure they're happy. They have a good work-life balance as well. I'd be told even by our CEO, it is just a job at the end of the day. Go come in, enjoy the work, do your job, but ultimately it is a job. So you've got to make sure you have that balance there. But I do think that, for me, that's what it is as well, making sure that the people are happy enough, and that's what will drive the success of the business ultimately. And I do feel like we have a heavy focus on people, which is really, really important across, not just in the group operations, but across all of the different countries as well.
There's something you said there, people are happy. I think that's the other thing. I think there's this correlation between people being happy with what they're doing and the level of performance you get.
Oh yeah.
Totally. If people feel forced into something or they're not enjoying it, that performance is always going to be undermined, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, totally agree. I mean, I guess it's looking at the individuals, and it comes back to making sure we're getting the best out of everybody. Everyone gets the opportunities, and that's how people thrive, and that's how companies thrive. And that is the ethos, isn't it? And, maybe a bit less so these days is the kind of play hard, work hard mentality that we always had. We can have some fun, but we can knuckle down and get stuff done.
And it's probably not a coincidence that quite a lot of our workforce has been here for, like us, over a decade.
Yes.
And it's because of ultimately the culture of the company and the fact that the company cares about them as people as well. Because in this day and age, that isn't a norm anymore, where people are in a company for a long period of time. People do move around quite a lot as well. Yeah. So I feel like that's a testament to the company itself.
The fact that people stay.
The fact that people stay. And don't get bored even, keep driving and redeveloping.
That's a really good one, because I mean, let's be honest, it's impossible to get bored in Creditsafe.
Oh yeah, nothing stands still.
Because there is constant movement, constant development. I mean, obviously we went through that period from like 2006 until 2018, with the rapid expansion and growth.
The new countries, yeah.
Then obviously we had all of the I think another thing that jumps out, and it's not one of the questions, but we should mention it, the way that the organization handled lockdown and the pandemic. I think, when we're talking about people first, again, Cato, he made that call.
Yeah.
We decided as an organization that we were going to have people working remotely before any of the lockdown came into effect. We made sure that we were looking after people throughout that lockdown period. I mean, everyone always talks about the
Creditsafe Radio.
Creditsafe Radio.
Did a couple of stints on it. Did a couple of stints.
We should, maybe something we should look at bringing
Revival.
back. But we can, yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure they want to listen to Westlife anymore though.
Well, I did hear that a lot of people tuned out when you were on,
when
but,
I went on.
The golden hour.
maybe
Westlife.
we'll move on to the next question. So the next question is actually about AI. So how are technologies like AI being embraced at Creditsafe and in your department? So I mean, again, we've just had our HR conference in the Netherlands, and AI featured really heavily in that from two perspectives. One was with regards to how we're going to use AI within our department to improve efficiencies, and obviously it's fantastic with some of the help that it provides, but also how HR can help the Creditsafe wider journey. But I just see that as an organization, obviously technology have really done a lot to help us understand what's possible through AI and how quickly things are progressing. Mm-hmm. So I think we are probably at the forefront, but it's moving so quickly, isn't it? We don't really know what we're going to be able to do with it as yet. We've just had our innovation day. I mean, we saw that this morning in a meeting that we were in with regards to the ideas that people are having. I think it's going to result in really rapid growth again for Creditsafe.
I think it is, but I think the way Creditsafe are approaching it, I think is great, because I think it's the no man left behind concept a little bit as well, because we are making sure that everyone is accessing training, everyone knows what they can do to help them in their role. So I feel like we're trying to take people with us on the journey, which I think is really important, because it is scary. I mean, I'm not the most technological of people, and
But you noticed that.
I mean, like, give me a pad of paper any day, but I feel
you really did get into Copilot the other day.
I did. So it is nerve-wracking, but I think with the kind of support from the technology department and from the ethos around it, I feel like I can get on board with this and feel it will help. It will help everyone.
Yeah, I think the only thing I'd add to that is exactly what you mentioned earlier on. It's not the replacement of people; it's the supporting of people in their day-to-day tasks. Even in my department, there's quite a lot of kind of monotonous work, I guess, done in any role in the business, in any role across any job in the world, really. So it's kind of like, how can we use that to kind of remove some of those elements to make work again a bit more fun? Also
make your job a bit more interesting,
span their kind of their workload into different areas as well, so they're learning new things and driving in there. So I think that's the only thing we're looking to do in it as our department within data, within Creditsafe, really, is looking how we can use that to support our current staff as well, and also push them to develop as well, because AI is very intuitive in terms of how you use it as well. So it is quite easy from a technology point of view to interact with. But again, it's also the validation of that, etc. as well. We need to be considerate of.
Yeah, I mean that piece with regards to supporting people's current work. I think we've done so much work on that already, haven't we, with Copilot and the way that it's supporting simple tasks. But now we're getting into that kind of realm where we're looking at how AI integrates with all the different systems and makes life that much easier. We've got one more question, and it's quite an interesting one. I don't know how we're gonna approach this one. So it's some people distrust businesses, especially large businesses, which it could be argued Creditsafe is. What do we do to kind of combat that? How are we trustworthy as an organization? What a question to end on.
Maybe for me, it is, we're very transparent as a business as well across everything. Even when we're talking to our clients, for example, we're very, very transparent. We provide multiple marketing collateral information around the product services, even just in the space that I operate in within data. I feel like, we're very open and honest as well. And like sometimes in some of our competitors as well, But ultimately, what we're trying to do is show the value and the kind of the importance of the customer being aware of what's actually going on. And we need to be able to be transparent in that instance as well, because they need to have that confidence and trust in us. That would be the thing I would say, really.
So
I guess
from a
even though
commercial
we have
standpoint.
grown, and I suppose at this point in the journey, we are a large corporate, I still think at heart, we're an owner-managed business.
Yeah.
You know, we've got people who've been, you know, Cato's been here since the beginning. You know, we are owner-managed. You know, we're not, it's not faceless shareholders. So I feel, you know, from an internal perspective, we're still that owner-managed business. We still care. And whilst we've grown, we haven't lost that. And I still think, you know, we, as a company, we want loyalty and we give loyalty to staff. And I think that's important.
I think you've both answered the questions brilliantly. I mean, from a commercial standpoint, we're definitely, you know, there's that high level of transparency, and from an internal standpoint, I think the other thing is with regards to that two-way communication. So it's given, you know, from an internal employee perspective, we do as much as we can to provide that voice, provide that opportunity for feedback, and to help us run the organisation most effectively.
And it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, people first. Ultimately, that is the difference here as well. People understand the structure within Creditsafe, have a voice as well. So it's not, although we are a bigger business, we're not structured probably traditionally like a bigger business as well.
Well, you mentioned earlier about the level of access to Cato.
To senior managers, staff. Like it's really good. Even someone coming up and just having a conversation was brilliant as well, because, you know, it's nice to understand their day-to-day work and what's going on with them as well.
I like to think our office is really open and inviting as well, so people can come in and talk to us.
I think so, yeah.
Even with Carys's messy desk.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll tidy it one day.
One day.
Right, is it? Obviously, that's the questions done. I think this has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed speaking to both of you like this. It makes a change because we normally sit in that office not talking to each other. How should we end it? What should we say as a parting gift?
Just a little monologue.
Come on then.
You.
Well, no, I genuinely, I think that it's really good to get your honest viewpoints. As you can see, nothing's been scripted. But I genuinely think that, you know, from an organisational standpoint, there's definitely a lot of things that we've done right and are doing right with regards to our people, with regards to the way we operate, and the fact that we're constantly evolving. There's, you know, I don't think we're ever in a position whereby we think we've got it nailed. There's always something that could be changed.
Always striving for better. Yeah, that's always been the case. So on to the next thing. I mean, every year comes around and then we hit the budget. But we're always thinking about how we can continue to push ourselves even harder as well. And that's brilliant. It does make time go really quick, really quick.
That's like you said earlier. That's why it's never boring.
Yeah,
there's always something
going on. It's a constant
on.
push as well, and I think there's realism in it as well. But at the same time, we have to strive to become better and push ourselves in all aspects of the business. I think we do that really well.
That's a great way to end it. Fantastic. Well done, team.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.